But because we explained it to them, hey, this is why we made the choice to not do that here.
Yep.
They said, okay, that makes sense to me.
You know what I always say to people? Listen, I'm going to give you our expert advice, not opinion. It's not subjective. We're going to tell you what works. If you push back anyway, okay, that's fine. Or my favorite is, what you guys could even do too, is let's A/B test it. Let's launch this clip or a variation of this clip. We do this all the time in the marketing world. We have some very strong opinions, customers we've worked with over the years. You know what? The data is not going to lie. We're going to launch 2 identical landing pages or home pages or ad campaigns with one minor tweak to it because you wanted it this way. It's not going to hurt. Mm-hmm. If anything, it might even help because you know what? Maybe the client isn't totally wrong. Maybe there are some people that do look for something a certain way, but we do know that you're going to lose a majority of the audience that way. So let's just do it both ways. Let's capture everyone and let's compromise. Mm-hmm. And the data is not going to lie. The analytics, if you post you guys are in the content space, right? You know, how many people are repurposing content? I see the same clips. I'm like, wait a minute, didn't this person just post this the other day? And I'll go to their page and I'll find the clip. They might be a week apart. And I'm like, these are the same videos. There's one little tweak. There's one little added clip in there. They shaved off something at the end. Whatever it is. Hey, see which one performs better because most of the time, and you would know this more than anyone, with video content and social media, most of the time you could post 5 things in a day on someone's Instagram page. All of the followers are not going to see all 5 things, right? I tell my customers, look at the non-follower interaction. It doesn't matter who follows your page anymore, right? Your content, the algorithm is going to push what it thinks each person wants to see. Mm-hmm. That's just how it works.
There's two angles to it. I would say it does matter who follows your page, but you're not necessarily creating the content only for them.
Correct.
A lot of people are worried, I made a video on that topic last week or last month. Oh, we did this. We talked about bicep curls last month, Steve. I don't want to talk about bicep curls again. But if people are coming to them because of bicep curls, then we need to talk about that a lot.
Yep.
Because like you said, people are not seeing it often, and not even necessarily just straight repurposing. Sure, we could tweak something that we already have and put it out again, but people are afraid to talk about the same thing in a different context or in a different environment, or just saying the same thing again, but in a different way. When I think most businesses would do better to pick a core 4 or 5 things to just talk about over and over and over again to really hammer their message home.
We do that now with SEO and AI search.
Mm-hmm. It's all the same.
Content pillars.
Yeah.
I and my customers think I'm crazy. I said, no, this is what we're doing. And we do things in quarterly kind of increments, right? So pick a content cluster. What is the topic or topics? Not a lot, 2 or 3 that we're going to talk about. And let's put that stuff out there in various formats. Landing pages, blog articles, ebooks, infographics, social, paid ad campaigns, etc. Shouldn't marketing all link together and
it should all
have some sort of a strategy, right?
Cohesive experience at the end of the day.
100%.
You said user experience on the website, but that trickles down to if you're networking and you meet a person in person and they're saying something to you or presenting a certain image, and then you go to their website and you see what they're doing, or maybe you check out all their social media and then you click through their website. Like, it should all be a consistent message. I had a client who's in a similar space to a lot of your clients that just landed a really big home renovation job.
Okay.
It was for their company, right? They're doing roughly $2 million in revenue, and they got a $600,000 job.
Wow. From
Instagram that went to their website, filled out a form, and said, my budget is $500,000. And they were like, is this lead real? Is this fake? Or and they talked to a friend of mine who did their website. He's like, this is real. Get on the phone right now. Call that woman right now. And they wound up getting the job. And it's because everything they did aligned their message and what they do as a company. Before, they were just like, yeah, we do bathrooms. We'll do basements. We'll do this. We'll do that. Oh, yeah, we want to build houses now. We're a development company. And when they really got into, all right, we are a development and like bespoke renovation company, and then you go on Instagram or Facebook and you see all their stuff, and then you go on their website and you see all of the same stuff presented in a real clear, cohesive vision. It's like, these are the guys who I want to tear my house down and build it back up.
But isn't that amazing how there's so many people I speak to that, my website's not gonna that's not gonna bring in business, or I'm gonna get all the wrong business. First off, if you are afraid to do anything on your website to get more visibility because you're afraid you're going to get the wrong business, you're in the wrong mindset, right? You should be turn people down. That's okay, right? But your marketing people should be doing a good enough job to be marketing you to the right people. Listen, I can't stop someone who's not your client from visiting your website. Just like if you have a pet store, I can't stop someone without a pet from walking into your establishment. Mm-hmm. It's essentially the same thing, right? And the goal is, listen, we don't want some catch-all net. We don't want just everyone coming to your site. We want to target the right buyers, right? We want to target the right people. But you have to have an open mind with that, right? And so I think when you're targeting people the right way and you have the right tracking tools in place. I mean, I tell so many business owners, yeah, we could do call tracking. And they're like, what do you mean? I said, we can put a phone number on your site that actually places a cookie on someone's browser. We could see what they searched when they came to you. If they didn't search, we could just see where they came from. Did they come direct? What pages they visited? Oh, and by the way, it can also record the phone call for you if you want. It can also take all of that information and push it into your CRM, Salesforce, HubSpot, Zoho, whatever it is. Why wouldn't you? It's $50 a month. Why wouldn't you implement call tracking, right? And we had this home service business in South Jersey, was against it. And finally I said, you know what? I'm going to bet on myself here. We're going to pay for it for 60 days.
Yeah.
He said, I couldn't believe how many phone calls I was actually getting through my website. Yeah. Now I want to redo it. I told you.
Yeah.
The data is not going to lie, right? And if you're marketing to the right audience in the right ways, and you have the right tools, and I always say, where's your audience hanging out? Are they looking for you? Are they not looking for you, et cetera? What happens when they get to you? Are we tracking their phone calls, lead forms? Are we just doing ebook downloads? There's gated content. What are we doing? And then I go a step further, and a lot of marketing people don't do this, but we kind of go into sales coaching a little bit. I've been doing this now. I've had the business now 12 years, right? Almost 12 years. And what I've found is I can get you as many leads as you want that are qualified, but how do I know you're actually, you can assure me up and down you're going to close them. How do I know you're actually going to close them? And so what happens is we've worked with businesses over the years that it's crazy how much people want to invest in Google ads or Facebook ads. We bring them qualified leads and they're actually the problem. They can't close them. People aren't getting phone calls back. They sent one email and didn't follow up again. They didn't nurture the lead at all. Their office staff was cold to them, just kept them on hold for 5 minutes. All these little things add up. And so we go a step further and say, okay, when we do get you this lead, what is your sales process?